Hello everybody. Today we are going to start our 8th chapter into 12th human health and disease. Human health and disease. Okay, it is very interesting and very informative chapter. Friends, from immemorable time, man has constantly been trying to attain health, to maintain health, right? But exactly if we define what is health, that is what the question to be asked first. What is health? To what would we call health? Right? In earlier time, years ago, there were two creeds into Greek as well as in India. Ancient Greek and ancient India. In ancient time. So, into both of the countries, the concept of health was well thought, well pondered. So, Greek and India also believed what is health? So the Greeks said health is a balance of certain humor. Similarly, the Indian also believed, the scholars of India also believed that health is a balance of certain humors. You might have asked the question, sir, what is humor? Okay, so in India, you must have listened balance of Vat, Kapha and Pitta. You might have listened, I am sure. Okay, that is what the humors. Humors, that means gas, then phlegm and bile. Balance of humors. Which humors? These are the humors. The gas, the phlegm and the bile. If our body can maintain the balance of the humors of these three humors, the gas, the phlegm, the bile. Gas, that means Vat, then phlegm, that means cough, what we call, okay, and bile, which we call Pitta. Years ago, Acharya Charak had said this, that if the human body can maintain the humors, gas and phlegm and bile, then it is called health. Similarly, in Greek, Hippocrates also believed, he also believed the similar concept, that if the body maintains these three humors, then it is called health. Then one also concept was there in ancient world, that is called concept of black bile. The person with black bile into his body might have fever. They believe if the person has black bile into his body, person with black bile into his body might have fever. But these of the concept was emerged from the pure of the mind, but it has there was no scientific evidence. After the discovery of thermometer, after the discovery of the blood circulation into the body by William Harvey, then these concepts were disapproved, at all disapproved. And then after that, the modern science, modern biology emerged, modern medical science emerged. So according to health according to modern science, what is health? So health is expression of and well-being of physical, mental and social approach. Healthy expression, healthy well-being of physical, mental and social approach, or you can say well-being of physical, mental and social approach. Okay, first physical. The person must be healthy physically. There should be no disease into his body. That is called health. Okay, then mental, psychological. It happens sometimes that some of the persons are physically healthy. There is no disease into their body, but psychologically they are ill. Mentally they are ill. You might have seen some persons are gloomy. They remain isolated, gloomy. Some persons always remain disappointed. Some are always found in despair. Okay, some persons are found in dementia. So all these kind of state of the mind are called mental disease. They should be cured. They should be diagnosed and cured properly. Physically, we find them totally healthy, completely healthy, but still they are ill. So health is not just absence of disease into the body, but health also means man should be healthy mentally also and socially, social approach. The person also should be with healthy approach into society, right? His behavior, his approach, his relations with other people must be healthy, must be mutual. So that is called healthy person. If he is not socially healthy, then it is also the person also called ill. Okay, see, some people are found isolated. They do not like to mingle with people. They also choose to remain isolated, alone. They are detached from the society. So this kind of characteristics, if we find, then we can say that the person is socially, it is unhealthy. So modern science define health as the free expression, free approach, well-being of physical, mental and social approach. That is called health. Okay. Now I should abolish these things so that we can go for the other matter. Okay. Let me take the okay. Next, let's discuss now one remain healthy? What are the factors which keep us healthy? Factors keeping one healthy. Which are the factors keeping us healthy? The first is nourishing food, nutrient food, we can say, right? If we take food with proper nutrient, balanced food, then we can remain healthy. Then vaccination. Vaccination increase our immunity, and that is how we can remain healthy, right? So vaccination is also crucial factor for us to remain healthy. Today we see the discuss about the corona, the vaccines, Sputnik vaccine, Indian vaccine, also Covaxin, okay, Covishield. So these are the vaccine which prevents us from corona. Not just prevent, but it minimize the effect of the corona. If the person gets infected with the corona, then the mortality risk of the person gets reduced. Why? Because it keeps us up to certain extent healthy. So vaccination is also a crucial factor, friends, to remain healthy. Third one is hygiene. Our personal hygiene. Okay. Our personal hygiene. If we are personally hygienic, then we can remain healthy. We know very well. No need to discuss furthermore. Then disposal of waste properly. Very, very important factor. Disposal of waste properly. The waste, domestic waste, medical waste, industrial waste, they should be disposed properly. Then we can remain healthy. Okay. Then control of vectors. Control of vectors. Which are the vectors, which are the carriers which are responsible for generating disease? Like mosquitoes, like flies, like flea. Okay, so these are the carriers, these are the vectors which are responsible for spreading disease, for causes disease. So they should be controlled. Only then we can remain healthy. So these are the factors which keep us healthy. We discuss about health. Now let's discuss about disease. What is disease? The word disease has been composed by combination of two words. First is dis and then another is ease. Dis means away and ease means comfort. So any change into normal situation which disturb our comfort, which disturb our ease, which cause impairs into the body are called disease. Okay, once again let's discuss about it. Any change into the normal condition, any change which disturb our comfort, which disturb our ease, which cause despair impair into our body, that is called disease. The word has been derived from Greek language. Okay? This word has been derived from Greek language. So this is disease. That is what disease. Right? Disease, as we know, are of two kinds. Disease are of two kinds. Which are the two kinds disease? Let's discuss about it. First is infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Infectious disease, non-infectious disease. Infectious disease spread from one person to another person. Those are called infectious disease. Right? They quickly spread, like corona we see nowadays. Okay. Then cold. Right? So those kind of disease, malaria. Okay. Hepatitis, infectious disease. Then non-infectious disease, those disease which are confined into the person who is just affected, and the disease do not spread out of that person, confined to a limited body. That is called non-infectious disease, like cancer, like diabetes. They do not spread. They are confined to a limited body, limited person. So that is called non-infectious disease. Right? Okay. So factors keeping healthy: nourishing food, vaccination, hygiene, disposal of waste properly, then control of vectors. Disease, the disease word, from which language it has been derived? From Greek language it has been derived. It is composed of two words. Which are the two words? Dis and is. What is dis? Dis, that means away, and is, that means comfort. Right? So that is called disease. Disease are of two kinds, as we discussed: infectious disease and non-infectious disease. Okay, disease which spread from one person to another person, it is called infectious disease. The disease which do not spread but they confined to a limited body, to a particular body, that is called non-infectious disease. Right? Okay, now let's discuss which are the factors cause disease. Which are the factors responsible for disease? Let's discuss. Okay, so for that I must abolish this thing. Okay, friends. Factors causing disease. Factors causing disease. Which are the factors responsible for disease? Let's discuss about it. There are so many factors. All these factors, whatever I have taught you by now, all these matters is not given into your textbook. But if we want to study on the base of NEET, if we want to go for the study, higher study, up to the NEET competitive exam, then we must take into consideration all these things. Okay, so let's discuss about factors causing disease. First, a wrong diet. It is responsible for disease. Wrong diet. Right? Then hormones. Imbalance of hormones. imbalance of hormone also generate disease into the body. Will you be able to give me some names of disease which are generated due to the imbalance of hormones? Can you tell me, friends? Diabetes. Which diabetes? Diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus. Both kind of diabetes caused only and only due to imbalance of hormones. Okay, antidiabetic hormone ADH is responsible for the causing of diabetes insipidus, and insulin is responsible, the hormone less secretion of hormone insulin is responsible for causing diabetes mellitus, into which the proportion of sugar gets increased into the body. You know very well, that is called diabetes mellitus. Diabetes insipidus, the person happens to go for urination so many times because the ADH does not generate properly, secrete properly into the body. So that is what hormones are also responsible. Hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, cretinism, so many diseases which are caused by the imbalance of hormones, right? So these things are not given into our textbook, once again I say, but these things we must take into consideration so that we can get clear, proper and precise idea, comprehensive idea about the factors causing disease. Okay, next, imbalance of hormones, then temperature, right or not? If the temperature gets increased, it also causes disease, right? Which disease are caused by the increase of temperature? If the temperature increased, then it caused dehydration, it caused sunstroke. You know very well, these are the days of summer, hot summer, scorching summer. If the temperature gets increased, then it caused definitely dehydration and sunstroke. So temperature is also responsible for the causing of disease. Then pH. So pH, we have not by now heard it. Yes, pH, imbalance of pH also cause disease. Hyperacidity. It is the reason, it is the responsible for the imbalance of pH. If hydrochloric acid get increased into the body, eventually the pH of the stomach get increased and consequently it cause hyperacidity. You know very well. So acidity, high, pH. Okay, then pH gets much more acidic, then it also causes disease. Because of that, due to that, peptic ulcer also occurs. Okay, ulcers in stomach also occurs. So it is also one of the chief crucial important factor for causing disease, right? Okay, next, radiation. Radiation is also one of the chief and important factor for causing disease. If the person is exposed into radiation area like uranium, thorium, plutonium, okay, into the radiation area, then the person's DNA gets changed, and because of that, so many disease, genetical disease got increased. You see the event of Chernobyl in Ukraine, terribly the radiation occurred there, and due to that, okay, disease occurred. Into Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, okay, the bomb was dropped by America, and because of that terrible radiation spread, and even today some of the people born with genetical disorders because of that reason. Radiation is also important factor for disease. Then pollution. Pollution is also responsible for disease. In Delhi, you see the air quality index AQI. When it increase, then the people suffer from breathlessness. Some of the children also suffer from asthma, and all kind of disease occurs generate there because of pollution. Terrific fog is found in the season of summer, winter. So pollution is also responsible for causing disease. Right or not? You must be convinced by all these factors. However, these are not discussed into our textbook, but we must take into consideration them. And then next, okay friends, because of the inavailability of the space, I write here. Okay, genes. Genes are also responsible for causing disease, and this kind of disease from one generation to another generation, they keep on continuously heritage are given into heritage, this kind of disease. So genes, if the genes are mutated, then disease occurs. We cannot help it, like Turner syndrome, Down syndrome. Okay, the chromosomes are disturbed, chromosomes are mutated, then alkaptonuria, phenylketonuria, right? So this kind of disease occurs due to genes. Genes are also chief reason for disease. Then one of the most important factor now we are going to discuss, that is infection. Infection. That in another way I would like to say pathogen. Okay, what is pathogen, friends? What is pathogen? Any living or non-living component which is responsible to generate antibody into our body, that is called pathogen. Once again, listen to me properly with rapt attention. Any living or non-living component responsible for producing antibody into our body, it is called pathogen. Might be it could be living, like might be it could be non-living. Okay, so that is called pathogen. It is also called infection. Okay, so infection. Which are the organisms responsible for spreading infection, causing infection? Which are the microorganisms? You must be able to answer me. Which are the microorganisms? First is virus, then bacteria, right? Then fungi, then protozoa, right? Then helminthes, virus, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, helminths, these are all microorganisms responsible for causing disease into our body. Sir, which is non, you just told living or non-living? Which are the non-living factor is causing causing the antibody into our body? Non-living factor, yes friends, non-living factor also. Protein. Sir, protein? What are you telling? Protein we take into our body as a food. Yes, of course. But all kind of proteins are not necessary to our body. Some of the proteins are also dangerous to our body. Yes. Like snake bite. What is snake bite? Snake insert very low level, very less amount of protein into our body, which is very much dangerous. It is protein only, protein and protein only. The snake bite, it insert protein, but that protein is very much dangerous, very much harmful, very much fatal, very much lethal to our body. So it is also called pathogen, that kind of protein. Yes, it generates antibody into our body. What does that protein do? Snake bite. It affects into to our nervous system. The snake, like cobra, if it bites, if it stings, then it affects to our nervous system. That protein affects our nervous system. If the snake, serpent, like viper, rustle, then it affects into our cardiovascular system, our vascular system. So that is how it affects. Naturally it is venomous, naturally it is pathogen. So it is also responsible, protein is also responsible for causing death. Not that all kind of proteins are food, not that, right? Okay, so virus, then bacteria, then fungi, then protozoa. Which are the protozoas responsible for causing disease? Tell me some name of the protozoas. If you have listened, protozoans like malarial protozoans, falciparum, vivax. Okay, so plasmodium is the mosquito responsible for causing that disease, as a carrier. Plasmodium, that is protozoa. Anopheles mosquito is a carrier for the plasmodium. Vivax, plasmodium falciparum. So that kind of protozoans. Okay, so listen once again. Which are the protozoans? Plasmodium, vivax, plasmodium falciparum, and their carriers anopheles, female anopheles mosquito. Okay, helminth is also responsible for causing disease, right? So that kind of virus. Which are the disease caused by virus? Yes, you must say corona, of course. Then hepatitis, then cold, then herpes. Okay, these are the diseases caused by virus. Then bacteria, typhoid, right? Cholera. So that kind of pneumonia, streptococcus pneumoniae. So those kind of bacteria are responsible for causing disease. Fungi, yes, ringworm. Okay, so it causes disease. Scabies are formed on our surface of the skin because of fungi. Protozoa, malaria. Okay, helminthus, yes. Ascariasis, very dangerous disease, friends. Ascariasis, so due to helminthus. Then filaria, elephantitis, that is caused by helminthus. Okay, so these are the pathogens responsible for causing disease. Okay, yes. Now let's discuss how do we treat the disease. Okay, let's know some medical terminology. Let's know some of the medical terminology. First is Epidemiology. What is epidemiology? What is epidemiology? So epidemiology is the study of cause and spread of disease or pandemic or epidemic, whatever you say. See friends, all these matters are not given into our textbook, but still it is very much necessary to be understood all these things, okay, which is crucial for our NEET study. Okay, so epidemiology. What is epidemiology? Study of cause and spread of disease or pandemic or epidemic. Okay, so that is called epidemiology. Then prophylaxis. Prophylaxis. What is prophylaxis? This is the very much important and crucial word into medical science. Prophylaxis. Prophylaxis, that means preventive measures. Preventive measure, that means steps. Preventive measures taken against spread of disease. Yes. So that is called prophylaxis. Safety measure, preventive measure, control measure, controlling steps which are taken against the spread of disease. So that is called prophylaxis. Right? Another word, let's study incubation period. Incubation period. What is incubation period? So incubation period is the period between the entry of pathogen and appearing symptoms. So simple. Incubation period, like coronavirus. Okay, if when it gets entered into the body and soon after entering it does not cause disease. After 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, it takes some time when the symptoms are appeared. So that period, entry of the pathogen into the body and appearing symptoms, this gap, it is called what? It is called incubation period. Are you able to understand now properly? See, pathogen soon after entering the body, it doesn't show the body doesn't show symptoms immediately. It takes time. It breeds, the pathogen gets breed into our body. It multiplies into our body, and then after certain days symptoms are seen. So that period between this gap, it is called incubation period. Right? Okay, then window period. Window period. The period, the gap between appearing symptoms and laboratorically detected. Yes, that is window period. What is window period? The pathogen enters into the body. After certain days, symptoms are appeared, but still it is the disease is not detected laboratorically. certain kind of breeding, certain level breeding, certain extent of breeding must be there into our body. Then clinically it is detected. So that period between appearing symptoms and laboratorically detected, that period it is called window period. Yes, it also happens sometimes if you have fever with shiver and cold, and if you go to the doctor immediately diagnoses that yes, you have malaria. Doctor will diagnose, but still it will not be detected into laboratorically. It takes 2 or 3 days time when properly and precisely and clearly the pathogens are seen into the blood sample. Then it is called laboratorically detection. So window period is the period when symptoms are appeared and laboratorically it is detected. It takes some times. So that is called window period. Right? Okay. Then treatment of disease. It is also different kind of treatment of disease. How do we treat the disease? We give chemotherapy, right? For the treatment of disease, the doctor give chemotherapy. Chemotherapy are of different kind. First is antibiotic. Antibiotic. What is antibiotic? Those medicine either resistant, prevent growth of bacteria or kill bacteria. Those medicines are called antibiotic. Okay? Antibiotic are of two kind. First is bacteriostatic and second is bacteriolytic. Bacteriostatic, it prevents the growth of bacteria, but it does not kill the bacteria. It just prevents the growth of the bacteria. It does not kill the bacteria. Okay, like tetracycline, it doesn't kill the bacteria. It just merely prevent the growth of the bacteria, right? Then bacteriolytic medicine. Bacteriolytic medicines are those kind of medicine which at all kill the bacteria, categorically kill the bacteria. Those kind of medicines are called bacteriolytic medicine. Like, okay, kills the bacteria. Okay, kills the bacteria. Like azithromycin, you might have seen. Azithromycin, ciprofloxacin, ofloxacin, roxithromycin. So those kind of medicines which kill the bacteria, those kind of medicines are called bacteriolytic. So antibiotic are two kind of friends. First is bacteriostatic, which prevents the growth of bacteria like tetracycline, and bacteriolytic medicines which kill the bacteria, it is called bacteriolytic, like azithromycin, ciprofloxacin, ofloxacin, roxithromycin. Okay, those kind of medicine. Cefixime, those kind of medicines, friends. Okay, next. Another kind of chemotherapy is analgesic. Analgesic medicine. It is also a kind of chemotherapy. Okay? It relieves pain. It is called painkiller. We call pain reliever or painkiller. Painkiller medicine. Okay? Medicines like ibuprofen. If we have headache, then if we take ibuprofen, then immediately the pain gets relieved. Okay? So that kind of medicine. Then antipyrate. Antipyrate medicine. Antipyrate medicines are those kind of medicine which reduces fever. Paracetamol, Dolo. Okay? So that kind of medicine which reduce fever. So those kind of medicines are called antipyrate medicine. We call it to be fever reducer. Okay? Then antihistamine. Antihistamines are those kind of medicine which gives relief from allergy. Antihistamine, montelukast. Okay? Then levocetrizine. Those kind of medicines. Antihistamine medicine. You might have seen sometimes even after given antibiotics, the cough doesn't get the relief is not got from the cough. Then the doctor gives us antihistamine medicine. Allergic cough. Okay, the medicine is available like Grillintus BM, Grillintus. So Grillintus medicine is completely antihistamine medicine, anti-allergic medicine, which reduce the cough, allergic cough. Cough are different kind. All kind of coughs are not same. They are also different kind of cough. Okay, we will discuss it some another time. Okay, but antihistamine medicine, anti-inflammatory. Anti-inflammatory medicine. Reduce swelling. If we have swelling either on the face or on the leg, sometimes if we get injured and that particular part gets swelled up, puffed up, swelling. So to reduce the swelling, anti-inflammatory medicines are given. That is called anti-inflammatory medicine. Antiseptic medicine. What is antiseptic medicine? If we get injured, then blood comes out of the body, and that place, particular to that place, some antiseptic cream is applied which prevent the growth of germs. Right? So that kind of medicine is called antiseptic medicine. Then tranquilizer. Tranquilizer medicine. What is tranquilizer? It placates the mind. If we are much in tensed manner, if we have tension, And if our mind runs like horse ahead and ahead and ahead, if our mind goes on, keep continuously going on, if our mind doesn't get calm, then tranquilizer medicines are given. It placates the mind. That's called tranquilizer, sedative medicine. It also placate the mind. It also placate the mind, but its excess dose. Its excess dose induces sleep. Induces sleep. So those kind of medicines are called sedative medicine, right? Those kind of medicine, sedative medicine. And then hypnotic medicine. Hypnotic medicine. Which are the hypnotic medicine? Hypnotic medicines are those kind of medicine which induced sleep. Only and only induces sleep. Those kind of medicines are hypnotic medicine. Okay, friends. So these kind of medicines, all these kind of medicines are come under the title of chemotherapy. Yes. So up to this we have discussed how the diseases are treated. Now into the next lecture we will discuss about different kind of disease, their reasons, their incubation period, their symptoms, the targeted persons, victim of the persons of that particular disease, then diagnostic method, then its remedy, okay, then its history, particular disease. All these things we will discuss into the next lecture. Okay, friends, into this lecture up to this. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you. Okay.